A British teenager has just won $250,000 after he placed first place in the first ever World Drone Prix in Dubai. He's 15 years old. His name's Luke Bannister. He beat out competition from 150 other teams in the process. Dubai's World Drone Prix is one of the biggest events yet. It just shows how drone racing is quickly gaining a lot of popularity. It's skyrocketing, really. The sport, if you can call it that, I guess, has already attracted investment opportunities from NFL team owners, for example. So it's clearly growing, but it still has some way to go before it breaks into the mainstream. But it clearly seems to be on its way. Before we get into this discussion, Margaret, I want to show everybody watching. We have a clip of what a drone race might look like specifically. This was one a few months back inside of the stadium for the Miami Dolphins. Check it out. It's kind of cool.
In white. Provo is looking smooth, and when you're smooth, you're fast. Fast indeed. He just passed Moak to move into second. One more gate inside the bowl before a complex turn into the first tunnel.
So very exciting, right? Very exhilarating. Maybe a little bit nauseating if you're watching on TV. Kind of, it's a lot of movement. But so, like this guy behind me over here, the drivers, is that what you would call them? A driver? The guys with the control stick. They have like this virtual reality set looking thing, and basically they watch through the camera that's on the drone, and then all the viewers will basically see all those different racers. So I think it's really fun. I've never been one to like watch people gaming or something like that. But this was actually really exciting, and it's fun to watch. You feel like you're there. I think in the next 10 years we're going to see this grow a lot, or at least that's what I think.
I agree. Like the posh little teenager that wins $250K for his drone skills is great, but watching it become a sport an Olympian would play. I mean, you're wearing a fat shark, for crying out loud, sitting, moving your thumbs. I don't think it's a sport.
Yeah. Well,
question for you before we. Any women?
Any women? I'm sure there are some.
Were
I don't know.
Competing in this drone race?
Yes, I saw the video, like a pep up video for this, kind of pumping everyone up for this Grand Prix in Dubai, and yeah, there were some women on the teams, because kind of like NASCAR, there's entire teams, right? So there's like a few people. It's not just the guy driving. You got people who like kind of maintain the drones and know all about how everything works. So you got the drivers, you got the people behind the scenes. So you got a lot of different people in there. So yes, there are some women in there.
I've never been fascinated by the drone. The hyper-militarization aspect, and then the weapon aspect, and the invasion of privacy aspect. It's just, how is that fun? Well,
this is completely different though, right?
I know, but it's this.
One could. Okay, if we're gonna go there, one could get into the topic of how this young kid, and probably kids are gonna get younger and younger into this as this sport grows. But how could the military benefit from something like this? Maybe you'll start to see like scouts or something. Watching these young kids who are like geniuses at flying these little robot things.
DARPA's going to be in the crowd.
But I think the drone technology that these people are using and the ones that the military are using, I think we have to wait before like they become closer together, or at least there's more use for small, tiny little drones like this. Because we don't really see, or at least we don't hear about it. Usually when we talk about drones in the military, it's the big ones, right? That are like taking out entire villages.
You've got drones that drop beer at concerts. I'm all for beer dropping drones.
I've never heard of that.
Yes, they're and the food drop drone. At major concerts where people can't get in and out of crowds quickly, they'll drop beer with a drone.
Right.
I'm not making this up.
No, I didn't know that was a thing. I'm not laughing at you.
I did a report over this. That's news. But
what was it, like an Enya concert?
I don't know who was playing. This was a while ago. But there was a beer dropping drone. Could you see like an 11-year-old manning wailing
Sure.
through,
See, there's so many applications
dropping the Bud
for
Light,
this.
right.
Why this is awesome. The young kid, Mr. Bannister, we'll call him. His team is called Tornado X-Blades Banni-UK. That's pretty cool. They even beat the home team from Dubai, Dronatech. They got second place. So I think it's cool that a little kid won it. And just another side note. That's also something that's cool about drone racing is like you have a little kid, a young teenager alongside some old guy against like someone else. So it's like anyone theoretically
there's not a height and a weight requirement.
No, there's not. Unlike other sports, right, where you have only like the prime athletes, the athletic machines that can run over those hurdles and do all those things.
What are the requisites?
Anyone can win in this.
Opposable thumbs and
you should probably
laser
have
sharp
2
focus?
thumbs. Yes.
All right. We should.
And a good team behind you on the tech side of things, making sure that your drone is the best one. So basically, Luke Bannister said that he's going to split it with his team. That was the little deal that they had before it even started. But there they got it, the jackpot, $250,000 for drone racing.